it's easy to say we're gonna have a slipstream party today.
Definitely, if we're going off the F1 race yesterday, it's I suppose you could say it's not going to be good for racing, but under certain circumstances it could be good for racing. We'll just have to see how it turns out. But yeah, France is a track that not many people like in real life in terms of racing. So about driving, I don't mind it. But these F3 drivers, you know, we'll have to see what they're like. Obviously, the main guys are still going to be quick though. The two alphas, etc. So.
Well, the two alphas, Thomas, who's, well, he's looked a lot better the last few races than he did for a big portion of the season, and it's been kind of interesting to see oh my god, I lost my words.
Come on.
It's been pretty interesting to see how he's gone from, like, well, pretty much bottle here, bottle there, bottle here, to looking a lot more solid lately, and
yeah,
also a good sight.
It's good to see. There we go, everyone's loaded in. Hopefully no glitches or anything like yesterday in F1. And yeah, strategy is going to be an interesting one, I think. You know, maybe I don't think softs to mediums is a good idea. It could work, it could not work as well. It depends how good your tyre were. But I think.
Well, there has been some talk already in the F3 chat I've seen where they've asked about strategy, and I gave them a little insight to it, and I've said that soft to hards is probably the most likely one, although of course most of the F1 drivers, I believe, did soft to mediums. I did that myself too.
I think if you pull it off, it'll work, but pulling
yeah,
off is hard.
but I'm just not sure if they're gonna be able to pull it off her. So
Sondre wide. Wait. Oh, never mind. There's a bit of a glitch. I was a bit confused then. It said lap 1 of 3, and I was quite scared.
well, that's a bit early.
Yeah. Right. Let's get the telemetry up for myself. Go on then. Give me your predictions. Who's the pole? Top 3.
Pole.
Yeah.
I am. I would have said Haugerud, but I think he's gonna be starting on mediums or hard tires. So I'm gonna go with safe bet in Langfield. He's been solid in quali all season.
Yeah, he's got the last 2 poles, I think, hasn't he?
That might actually be. So I'm going Langfield, then Thomas, and then Tim.
Interesting. Yeah, I think Langfell needs to start converting these poles and these good quality performances into wins, because once again Halvor has pulled away from him in the championship last time out, and if he wants the championship he needs to start closing up soon. Obviously only, I think, was it 6 rounds to go now? And yeah, he needs to start closing up, he lost the chance. Who's first out, Andre?
First out, I believe, isn't it Thomas? Or is there anyone ahead of him?
Yes, I think it's Langfell, is it? Speak of the devil? I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, it should be. So we'll follow him right now then. And when he starts his lap, you can take it away then, Bran.
Okay, I will. So here he is, getting ready. He's about to put up the ERS modes, he's about to put up the fuel modes, he's about to get a nice wide line, I expect, for this final little hairpin. Yeah, he is, look at that, down to 2nd gear, and on the throttle, DRS open, and he crosses the line now, into turn 1. Quite easy to lose the back end in my opinion, but you want to he compromised it to open up turn 2. Don't corner cut or run wide, otherwise your lap's over. He's went down to 3 RS, now he's up to 4. And into this corner, I really like this section. You really ride the curbs and stuff. But after this bit, it's really tricky, really technical. And another place where you get invalid. And then this only, maybe on the soft tyres, you won't be able to make it flat out, but just not far away from it. Onto the main overtaking place, I'd say, into the chicane now. You can really corner cut this on the inside. And on the exit of the right-hander as well. Let's see if he does that. Well, he takes it quite a lot, quite a lot of curve, get my words out. Doesn't extend though, which you can do. Onto the second straight now. Into this flat-out right-hander. Easy flat really, even on these hard tyres. No issues there. It's this very unique corner. I believe it actually has a name, but I don't know what it's called. Quite hard to get right. And into these really long, frustrating, awkward corners now. Once again, you can really run wide on that exit there. He doesn't do so. Is this another long corner? And back where we started on bordering before. Takes a different line. 2 on his outlap, obviously. Across the line. And there is the benchmark for everyone. On 32.4. And who is next? Let's go on board with Thomas. I think he's about to come around the final corner. Sondre's prediction for the top 3. He's ran out of ERS. He's on medium tyres though. Goes on to pole 5/10 ahead of Langfell. Here comes Luke behind his teammate, better slipstreaming then from the Williams, and he's validated his lap. Tim has gone P2. Sander went to P4. Oh, Thomas goes P1. That's a glitch. That's just glitched. So, that's not right. Sondre, who's on pole for you?
Thomas.
Am I? I think my game's having a bit of a fit. Never mind. Hopefully it's alright for you.
Ivan is in the final few corners now.
He's on the soft tyres. On the final corner. What's he going to do? He goes pole. That's expected though on the soft tyres. Obviously, Ivan Brito's a quick driver. I believe he has a win this season, doesn't he? In Abu Dhabi. That's a good guess or not. Who else on a lap? Adam is on a... No, he's not. Luke's going for it again. He's in the 3rd sector now. He saw a bit of slipstreaming from the Williams before. He's not really taking that corner too well, I don't think. He's in 2 ERS mode, down to 1, so is he going to pit? Yeah, he is, okay. He's backed out. Craig Woolley's on a lap, down in 12th at the moment. He's on the hard tyres. Let's go on board with this one, Sondre. And I believe Craig Woolley got a good result last race in Sport.
That's right.
Yeah, he got like P7 or something, didn't he? And he's coming onto the straight now. Opens the DRS. Yellow flag out there. I think that's Billy, must admit it is. So carry on with Craig Woolley though. Into the chicane. That ballard to the inside is already gone. And he's now to the next straight. Went to mode 4 ERS. Will he take this flat out? He does. I think you can invalid if you run wide there. On the flat out corner. Into this left-hander. Oh, he's gone deep. That's going to lose him more time. Is he going to pit? No. He's keeping on it. He's out of ERS early. There seems to be a theme of F3 that across this whole season. Across the line. And he goes P9, a lot slowest at the moment of the drivers who've set time. Who else is out? Sondre. I think we've got Halvor on a lap. We have. He's going for it again on the hard tyres, I think. Is he going to back out though? Or is he going to finish the lap? No, he's finishing the lap. Can he improve? Can he beat his teammate on the same compound? And just behind him by less than a tenth. Very close between the two Alpha drivers. Who else on a lap? Callum Anderson's on a lap as well. I think he's the only one on the lap at the moment. He's on the soft tyres. Felix gets out his way nicely. Goes to the back straight. He doesn't put it up to overtake. Oh, there we go. He just has, never mind. He's in sector 2. Mercedes, his teammate's currently P2 on the same compound, so that's where he'll be aiming. Well, I'm sure he'll be aiming for pole on these tyres. That's a good benchmark from him. Yellow flag out there again. Callum turns in early there. Sondre, are you alive?
I am alive, and I am properly back now too. And as I'm back here, I am watching Callum as he's coming into this final corner. Can be a little tricky on traction here, but it looks like a nice and tidy exit by Callum there.
And he goes pole. 3 tenths. Nice clap from Callum there. Who else have we got out there? I think Ivan Brito's about to start a lap.
Oh, well, if you can keep your eyes on him, I am gonna follow Tom Spicer as he's heading into the final sector right now.
Tom Spicer. Okay, he's on medium tyres. Around the final corner. Where can he go? Can he go ahead of his teammate? I think he will. He does.
He's ahead of his teammate. Luke Baker is out on the lap now too.
Into the end of sector 1, I think. Yep. To the technical bit. Well, this whole track's very technical, actually.
Yeah, well, except for the second sector. The second sector is pretty much a big long straight and the chicane.
Yeah.
So not the hardest bit there, but definitely the first sector is the most tricky part.
Does he validate
now? Looks good for it.
What are you saying?
But yeah, as I was saying, though, like a small, tiny mistake in turn 1 and you lose a lot of time just there. It's not like that in the second and last sector. You can do some tiny mistakes and not lose too much. But obviously, if you want pole, you gotta have minimal amount of mistakes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Baker,
especially with the pace of the Alphas.
Especially, although the Alphas not really close to pole right now.
But they are on hard. They have the best on their hard tyres though, so we'll let them off for now.
Sure. Luke Baker, he's gonna head over to the line, and it's at 31.9, which puts him 5th at the moment. And we are gonna be heading over to Jeremy Pope as he's on the lap.
Only guy to not set a time at the moment.
The final sector, I believe, he's pushing. Heading into the final corner.
He's run out of ERS early.
You're right, he's ran out of ERS a bit earlier, and it's gonna be a 33.4, which puts him second to last at the moment.
Yeah. Craig Woolley about to... No, never mind, he's in the first sector. Philip is not on a lap. Oh, Thomas, what's he doing? Okay, he's just broke on the straight. I think he was finishing his lap on soft tyres, but then obviously didn't want to start on them, so he just backed off.
Interesting.
That's the Alpha through Halvor, who's on the lap. He's on the soft tyres.
Oh, he's... Interesting thing about the alphas, though, both should probably be hung over today, so
Yeah, I saw that.
gonna have to see if they can be able to perform
Oh,
up to their
Halvor, big
best
snap.
standards. As we can already see Halvor making that tiny mistake there.
Into the chicane. Let's see if he corner cuts. I don't think I've seen anyone properly whack it yet.
Careful there, and fairly careful there too. Uses the exit though.
Yeah, you can like double that, to be honest. Really corner cut that.
Yeah, you can also get the entry, which is surprising that we haven't really seen yet, but let's see then, as he's in the final sector, what this lap can be. Halvor, obviously one of the few drivers here or few, I don't actually know how many of these F3 drivers who uses no ABS, but...
Oh, where's Halvor going?
Oh!
I think he's as well.
After that long right-hander, you have that left-hander, and in my experience, that is pretty much the only corner that I struggle with not locking up.
It is difficult to lock up. I think maybe that was my issue yesterday with the tyre, where I was always locking up the inside left.
The thing is, like, you're coming in with a big amount of speed from the previous right-hander there, and like, you don't really get to straighten up properly before the corner, because if you push enough, you're pretty much still turning from that corner, and yeah, right into that, then it's easy to lock up.
Only 2 drivers out on track at the moment. Craig Woolley's on a lap.
And we are watching Craig Woolley at the moment on a pair of medium tires.
I think he should be improving on his lap if he's on mediums, you'd expect. Best lap is on hards at the moment.
To be fair, starting on mediums is probably the best option possible if you can manage to stay in the slipstream train, because I experienced that yesterday, that I went one lap too long on my soft tires and I lost the slipstream train, and after that it was just a train wreck for me. Like, if you lose that train, you're never going to be able to have a good amount of ERS, and you're just going to struggle the whole race.
Definitely. You can lose like up to 6 or 7 tenths just if you're not in the DRS.
Exactly.
It's horrible.
Let's see who is the closest to be starting a lap.
I think
it's not Ivan.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it? Oh, you're right, it is Ivan. So let's
why is he pushing now? I think he's going to pit, is he? Oh no, he's not. He's wasted all his ERS. He's used up. He's used up all his ERS on the outlap side, Jay. What's going on? Does he want a bit of a? Does he want lighter? I don't know,
because like he's gonna run out of ERS too early. So I'm not actually sure what he's thought there, but
maybe he just wants the lighter car with no electricity. You know, I don't know what he's doing. Look at everyone's on an outlap off 2 people at the moment.
Well, we are getting close to the finishing stage here, so
yeah, everyone either on softs or mediums.
Yeah, Ivan has lost the back end there.
Big slide. Oh, and he's okay, Ivan. No need for that. Okay.
We are going to jump over to Tim then. Tim Bruce-Dalins, who was looking like he was heading for a good finish last week, but it kind of fell apart in the end.
Yeah. Oh, we did that bottle battle rouge in there, I remember that, yeah.
He wasn't alone about that.
True.
It was multiple people. But heading into the chicane, yeah. Let's see if he can. Well, he gets the entry a little more than we saw Halvor do earlier. Although there's still room to cut there.
Definitely.
As he's heading into this final sector, then.
Is he put his time? I'm not sure. You'd expect him to be on the softs. Oh, look at the traffic though. Get out the way.
Hopefully it gets out of the way. There are two Mercs who's gotten well and nice out of the way there. Then into the final corner now. He's gonna actually get a small toe from this Red Bull
I
over
don't
the
think
line.
that'll make any difference.
Well, he doesn't actually use the toe,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
a
he was pole.
30.8 though, so it is a provisional pole lap.
Yeah, the Mercedes just made it over the line to start their lap.
And we are gonna head over to Tim's teammate right now as he is coming out of the last corner here. It's gonna be a 30 point. It's gonna be a 31, 6 and 4 so far.
8/10 off his teammate.
Interesting.
But where
both
are
the
the Alphas?
are gonna be. Both the Alphas are gonna opt for the medium tires.
Yeah, so I don't think they'll be on pole. To be honest.
I don't think so either.
Jeremy Pope's jumped up to 11 on the mediums. Oh, and Langfell's backed out. He's done. He's not going to be moving up.
Oh, Langfell's going to have a terrible starting position.
What about Halvor? What can he do into the right-hander, the long right-hander? Not sure if he's up on his time. You'd expect him to be.
Oh, and look at that. Philip Duchek over the line has gone with a 130.7 and provisional pole, Brandon.
Yeah. Great lap from him. What about Halvor though?
Halvor, mediums. It's gonna be a 1, it's gonna be a 30, and it's gonna be a 30.9, and he puts himself in third with that lap.
What about Thomas, and then Cal Manson right behind him? Thomas across the line.
He's gonna put himself second. Cal, oh, and look at that lap by Callum Anderson.
And that's it. That is it.
Tim is still out, but he is not on the lap. And look at this Callum, how close it was before Callum did that lap.
Yeah.
And to be fair, after Callum did that lap, it's still fairly close in the leader. But Halvor though, starting in 5th on those medium tires, in a great position.
Tim in the chat, so he's not happy with his lap. Saying it was trash. He got in P4 though.
Well, I mean, if his lap was trash, then you never know.
Yeah.
It could be on
Tim, we expect better than in the race, you know.
We do that now. But the grid: Callum Anderson in pole, on the front row. Philip Duchek in 2nd, Thomas McIver in 3rd, Tim Bruce Dalins in 4th, Halvor Schontweit, your championship leader, in 5th, Ivan Brito in 6th, Luke Baker in 7th, Sondre Sorhaug in 8th, Billy Mossam in 9th, and Langfeld in 10th on the hard tires.
Oh, so Langfield's going to have to start on the hards.
He is.
Unlucky, Langfeld.
Certainly is. And in 11th, we had Adam Corrigan, Jeremy Pope in 12th, Tom Spicer in 13th, and Craig Woolley in 14th, rounding up the grid. And I think we might have an exciting race there, Bran.
Well, we say that every week, you know, but you know, F3 never disappoints, does it? There's always going to be crashes. There's always going to be deaths and stuff.
This time, I mean, we've seen Philip.
We've got a mix up with him.
I believe we've seen Philip on the front row before this season too, but then on a strategy that can't manage to do a one-stop. But now we're seeing him on the front row on a strategy that he can do a one-stop.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see if Philip can properly challenge Callum, Thomas, Tim, the Alphas, although Langfield obviously he's not in a great position right now, starting on hard.
Yeah.
Of course it depends though. If most of the people in front of him is gonna be doing a soft to medium or medium to soft strategy, he's gonna struggle then. But if the people ahead of him can't make that work and they're gonna end up doing soft hards, then 10th with hards might not be that bad either. So it's, I think it's something I think it's something we gotta see happen before we can say for sure.
So, Sanjay, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, the guys outside the top 10, none of them have chose soft tyres. And, yeah, obviously, a lot of guys in the softs, obviously, they had to, because they qualified on. So, give me your predictions. You got your top 3 for quality completely wrong, so now tell me your race ones.
I did, yeah. My race prediction, then. Well, Tim said his lap was trash, so
Well, he
I'm going
always
to put
does,
some
to be
faith
fair.
in him because we know Callum is Mr. Bottleskin.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm
is
going to
Tim.
say Tim for the win. Tim for the win. That's today's word. Then I feel like Philip is going to surprise us. I'm going to say Philip in second, and Thomas have looked strong lately, so I'm going to say him to stay in third.
Okay, I'm going to go for Halvor P1, Ivan Brito P2, and Wangfell P3. There you go.
Interesting. So, not exactly agreeing on our podium
Yeah, the top 4
predictions
or bottle, I'm telling you that now.
Well, I'm putting some faith in these guys, except for Callum.
Yeah, I've been trying
No
to do that
offense,
all
Callum.
season, last 15 rounds, and it hasn't worked.
Well, nonetheless,
Over
gonna
to
be
you.
interesting to see then. Most likely, none of us will get it right.
Here we go.
Let's see. And hello to you, Christos. Hopefully, everything is going alright with you. As we are about to begin this race, as we have 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go, and it looks like a good start by the second Mercedes there. We can also see that Philip is about to jump in there, 4 wide going into turn 1. Tim is on the outside, but look at this, Philip Dutchak has taken the lead. Callum has completely bottled this. He's down to, and a tap by Tim and Thomas there. But it looks like Tim and Thomas are still going to go side by side. Philip is in a little more comfortable position as the 2 drivers behind him are still battling for
Lots
that
of contact.
second place. But it looks like Philip... Tim has lost the back end. Him and Thomas has lost a lot of ground here. And...
Yeah, he didn't lose back end. Thomas hit him. That was Thomas's fault, I think. And
Oh,
and there's more contact. Thomas has hit Adam, and he spun round even more.
Oh, and I can see a broken front wing for Thomas. What about Tim? Did he get away from that without any damage?
I think so, Sondre. Yeah, he got hit in the rear.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
But look at this though, Callum and Philip, they're fighting for the lead. Callum right on the back of Philip here.
Just under 3 tenths between them. Halvor in P3 already. Langfell in P4.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Wow.
The 2 Alphas have made amazing starts. Put themselves in probably the best positions they could have been in.
Yeah. Yeah, in the first lap there goes Callum.
Oh, but look at this though. Callum Anderson, is he going to overtake Philip into the first corner? It's difficult to be on the inside there as you have the outside for the next corner. And Philip stays ahead. Oh,
he
but
runs
that is
wide
by Philip.
Tim already with a pen.
That's early. And look at this, Langfell has dropped out of DRS zone on these 3 drivers. That could be crucial for Halvor.
Definitely, yeah. But I remember he's on the hards, you know. I think they'll come to him later in the race.
Maybe. But losing that DRS zone, like you said earlier, you lose about 7 tenths a lap being out of that.
Yep.
So, I don't know if that's gonna come back to him later. Nonetheless, though, Philip still in the lead on lap 2.
Is Callum gonna make a move?
Anderson. Oh,
He
look
is.
at this. Callum is gonna go for that inside line through this fast right-hander. They go side by side, showing each other some respect there. Still side by side. But Philip has lost his P1 now. He's back into P2 behind Callum. As we can see that, it looks to me like Philip might be struggling a little with overheating. It looks like he's understeering a lot.
Yeah. Mine were alright yesterday, but they were getting a bit hard to put the brake bias back.
Oh, and look at this. Callum has an amazing last corner. He's almost pulled out of DRS from Philip. And that means that he's pulled out from Halvor too.
Yeah, I think Phillips is sitting duck here. He's got no pace at the moment on them tyres.
I think he might be struggling with the temps.
Obviously DRS involved as well. I think Alder's going to breeze past him. No disrespect to Philip, but looks like he's got a lot more grip on him at the moment. Although he's got a decent exit.
The soft tires, they're not really great for long, so like
yeah,
on lap 3 already, they should start, the medium should start to be better than the soft tires now, when you can see that Halvor has taken that position from Philip. Still though, Philip is still in a good position to get a good result here. Could still be on for a podium as long as he can keep within DRS now.
Philip's still holding there, 7 tenths. See, on the first lap it was Sander and Craig Woolley to pit. Thomas stayed out though, interestingly.
He's still out with that damaged front wing.
Yeah. Langford isn't really catching Philip, is it?
It's Luke doesn't have any damage. Oh, and I have yellow flags, and I believe that is Adam who's spun.
Yeah, he's only lost one position now.
Oh, and look at this. Billy's into the pit, Ivan is into the pit. This is too early for the mediums. These guys are gonna head over to the hard tires.
Yeah, definitely.
Or they're gonna head over to a 2-stop. As Thomas takes P6 from Luke Baker into turn 1. We have Tom Spicer right on the back of Luke too. But right now though, Philip has managed to stay. Oh, as Philip goes very wide there. But he's managed to stay within DRS on Halvor. And Halvor has managed to pull himself back up to Callum.
Yes, got the DRS.
Langfeld has not been able to catch up to Philip yet. Oh, and look at this. Luke Baker on Thomas. He's going to go for the inside line into the chicane. Thomas remains ahead of Luke. Oh, and that is corner catch.
Yeah, definitely. And he's going to make a move now into this fast right-hander. Nice, too far.
I believe he is. He's on the inside.
And backs out. Just didn't have the run, I don't think.
To be honest, best for Luke here. Stay behind, save some more ERS.
Yeah,
because that is going to be crucial if you want to pass.
3 tenths behind Carl Anderson.
Oh, not even 3 tenths now. 2.5 tenths. This is Callum's tires going off.
Definitely.
And look at this, Halvor. He's going to go for the tiniest gap on the inside there. And he's past Callum.
Easy like that. What is Langfeld doing? He can't get close to Philip. He's
it's those hard tires. They're absolutely horrible to be on.
He was still, surely, he must be catching him. He's lost time now, lost 5 tenths just then.
He's losing in the first sector.
Yeah.
Callum though, can he manage to stay within DRS on Halvor? He's going to be able to do it for this straight at least.
He just hasn't got the grip now, Callum.
What about Langfeld? Langfeld almost got himself within DRS on Philip.
I was looking at the battle of P6, Sondre.
Oh, I am. It's Luke Baker on Thomas McIver. He's going to go for the inside line into the chicane. He's going to brake late, but he's going to be sent into a spin, and that is a broken front wing for the Toro of Tom Spicer too. Luke getting a 3-second time penalty for cutting over that chicane after spinning.
So yeah, it looked just like then Thomas turned in on Luke. Obviously I didn't really see the onboard, so don't be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did a very similar thing on lap 1 as well.
I don't know, in that case right there, I think there was enough room left for Luke. I think Luke might have braked a little bit too late too, but not really that much of a need to speculate in it. If Luke felt that Thomas did something wrong, it's probably gonna get reported, and we'll have a look at it.
Man fell finally on the back of Philip now.
But Philip is within his pit window now. He can go over to the mediums to the end or the hards if he'll like to do that.
Ooh, Philip runs wide. Mansell's right behind him. Ooh, really close now. It's going to be an easy move, I think. The Alpha driver.
Well, Philip has he has enough ERS, but yeah, he's not going to battle it. He's going to let Langfield go past. He's probably going to try to stay with Langfield until the pit entry, and then he's probably going to make his pit stop.
Definitely. So after pitting, we've got Luke right behind Billy Mossam. On his fresh mediums. Battle for P11.
Luke on a fresh set of mediums. Billy on a fairly fresh set of mediums too.
Yeah, just 2 laps between them.
And I gotta say, for France, this has been a fairly good start to the race. I can see that Billy goes a little bit deep there. This might leave Luke in an attacking position, but he's not gonna be close enough unless he pushes.
Yeah, he's too far back, I think.
Oh, he might actually be on for a move. Oh, as Billy... Oh, that is a very late defensive maneuver.
Yeah, it was just alright. I think it was
Philip is into the pit.
Is he going to come out, though? Oh, is that a wing change?
As Luke taps the back end of Billy, and it sends Billy into a spin. Luke might have got away without wing damage, but Billy is not going to be happy about that. Whereas Philip, though, he's coming out right behind Jeremy.
What happened with that instant sign? I missed that, unfortunately.
Well, Billy took a little bit wider line than Luke. Luke went into the back of him on when they were getting to the exit of the corner, and Billy's back end just went out. Then.
Fair enough.
Not a
Philip,
huge tap.
see a move. Then we are on Jeremy.
Oh,
Jeremy defending.
Philip on Jeremy. Jeremy defending. Philip, he's gonna push to get close enough to make a move into the fast right-hander. As we have Ivan Brito out of the session. And where has he crashed? Oh, and I believe I saw somebody behind there. Who might have that been? I'm not sure.
Cam Anderson's pitted. Ivan Brito is gone. Fortunately.
Ivan Brito out of the race. Callum Anderson, he's on his way out of the pit now. He's over on medium tires. He's doing the same strategy as Philip. Where's Philip now? He's gonna be ahead of Philip.
Does he have by how far? How much though?
Oh, not by far. As we can see that Philip is about to overtake Jeremy on the start-finish straight. As
Billy's gone.
Billy is out.
Where's that?
No idea.
I'm on board with Craig Woolley, but I couldn't see it. So yeah, I don't know where that is in the final sector.
We have nobody inside DRS on each other right now.
Oh, great. Yeah, that actually isn't. Wow. I think we might see Cam Anderson on Adam though soon, maybe on these fresh mediums.
Should be.
He's 1.7 now, 1.6 behind.
1.3, so it's catching quickly.
Yeah. Next lap, I think he'll be in range to attack and get him.
Let's see here, what is the gap? It's 28 seconds from Halvor to Callum right now. Obviously, Halvor has to stay out a few more laps. His tires are going to be worse than Callum's.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out when he pits.
Tim's in the pits. Could we see Halvor doing a mediums to softs, or is he going to go mediums hards?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends. Oh, as we can see that Callum lost his back end out of the last corner there.
Where's Tim going to come out compared to Philip? He's got behind him.
He should be behind. Yeah, he should be behind Jeremy too. Oh, we might see a battle emerging between Tim and Haugarudo.
Yeah. Oh, look at
look at this.
Spicer.
Adam and Tom Spicer, they're gonna end up fighting now, and Callum should be there shortly too.
Yeah, he's all within DRS now. Bit of a train going on. I think we're going to see a move now into the chicane. Is Tom Spicer going to defend? A little bit. And he's got
too much, and it should be an easy move for Adam in the end there. But look at this though, Callum is on the back of Tom Spicer. With his better, fresher tires, it looks like he's getting good enough exit. Problem is just that Spicer has slipstream from Adam here.
Yeah. Callum needs to be patient, I think.
Oh,
he's not low, he's going down the inside.
But look at this move around the inside. Well, not around the inside, actually down the inside.
Down the inside. Callum already on the back of
right under there, and look at this. Callum, is he going to try and move into the final corner on Adam here? He's going to pressure Adam into a tight line. He has Tom Spicer there too though, but he should have gotten the exit spot on her, and he should be blasting past.
Well, not really, and yeah, they go Adam backs out as he should.
He is past Adam, and now it's only about catching up to the front drivers here.
Yeah. So is Halvor going to come out ahead of Carl Anderson or not? Obviously, it depends on he pits.
I'm not sure. It's still 28 seconds between these two, but I'm not sure how long the pit lane is.
France is quite long. I think it's one of the longest. I don't know exactly how many seconds it is. Got Sander on the back of Tim. Tim on the back of Jeremy.
Yeah, but Tom Spicer is on the inside of Adam into the chicane, and he's past Adam again. And we can see that Philip is getting close to these two now. But you said it though, we have Sander on the back of Tim. But it's not going to be close enough for a move here. Although Adam on Tom Spicer, he goes down the inside here, but he's tapped Tom. And he's ended up with wing damage. And look at these two fighting, and you can see that Philip has caught up to these two now, and he should be careful because these two are properly fighting for this position. And we can see that
Spicer with no
Adam
IRS.
is taking a big detour into the pit.
Yeah, Tom Spicer with no IRS, Philip with 80%. So yeah, it should be an easy move.
Should be an easy move then. And you can see this, Philip is blisting past her into turn one. And we can also see that Callum Anderson is cutting down into that
Tim on down the inside of Jeremy. Oh, they've touched, and yeah, Tim got the move done.
But it looks like they've gotten through her. Although Jeremy is still on the first set of
Sander
tires.
down the inside.
Look at Sander.
Oh, they've touched him, and Jeremy's around Sander.
And Jeremy, he's managed to save it. Oh, that's got to have ruined his tires. But Jeremy, if you're smart right now, you should be able to go to the end from here with medium tires.
Suppose so, yeah. I don't think Jeremy got damaged though. Sanjay hit the back of him, so he could.
But the tires.
I don't think they'll be too bad.
Nah, but they're not really that good to begin with, and
yeah. Oh, what's going on here, Jeremy? Sander. What's happened to Sander? I think he's made a mistake on his own, has he?
Oh, I think Sandra has wing damage.
Well, I don't think he was near anyone, and he's had to go to the escape
well,
road
he
on
has
the...
wing damage on the left side.
Was he? On his left side. Let me have a look. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Interesting. So anyway, he's back behind Jeremy Pope. Already back in DRS
Four
though.
drivers right now fighting for the win of this race. Callum Anderson, Philip Dutchek, Halvor and Langfield.
Yeah, Sander's pitting Sondre. 27 seconds.
And he's retiring.
Fair enough.
Well, it's a shame. I think he still could have gotten points, but
Yeah, definitely.
I'll bet you that Adam or Craig Woolley is going to be happy about that.
One more retirement, obviously guaranteed points. Unless Craig
Woolley
doesn't want to go.
But that's guaranteed points for one of them already.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously Sander in the PSN chat's unhappy with Jeremy Pope. We saw that instant, obviously.
I didn't catch it properly. I got it kind of.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Sander broke too late or Jeremy turned in. I couldn't really get a good angle of it, but yeah. All I know is Sander hit the back of Jeremy.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, and I don't think any of them got off that incident
lightly.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, there were battles out on track.
Look at him though, after the early incident, he's trying to make up time here. He's in 6th place right now, he's on the hard tires, so he should have no problems going to the end on these tires.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Catching on Tom Spicer as Tom Spicer goes to the pit, and Tim with another penalty. I feel like he's gotten a lot of penalties already.
Definitely. I've seen quite a few penalties, universally, so... Let's see some mixed up finishing orders, if that makes sense. I think it does.
Where is Tom Spicer going to be? He's still in the pit fixing that front wing. Adam is coming into the final corner. Tom Spicer is about to go out of the pit here. Here comes Adam, who is going to be in 9th, who is going to be in 10th. It's going to be Tom ahead of Adam, but it's going to be barely, and they're both on the same tire, the hard tire.
Red Bull and a Toro Rosso sandwich there.
Well, they started on mediums, didn't they?
Who's that, Sondre?
Adam and Tom.
I'm not sure.
And you also have Craig Woolley there, actually, who's on 11 laps old mediums right now.
Yeah, he pitted on lap 1, I think.
I will have to say, I'm struggling to believe that he's going to drag those to the end.
Oh no, he's not. He might maybe goes to softs at the end, or
I think
maybe he could go medium, depending on what tire he started on. Actually, I think he might start on hards.
One thing's for sure, this looks like the most spicy battle at the moment.
Yeah, Adam had a big slide then.
And right now, Brand, the gap between Halvor and Callum is 26 seconds.
Yeah, so he's getting like 2 seconds in like a million laps, so he's not.
Yeah, I don't think it's good enough. And while there isn't that much happening right now, wait. Never mind. I can see
Thomas
that.
on the back of Jeremy Pope.
Exactly.
Yeah. Could we see him moving to this corner, or is he going to wait for the straight?
It depends. I would say that the Thomas we've seen the last few races now, he's going to wait to the straight. The Thomas, however, we saw before that, the one that
he would have just straight lined that
cracked
corner
everywhere, he would have gone for a move in that corner.
Yeah. There we go. He's going to breeze past him. How close he is already.
He's gone for the safe option. He's going to do it on the straight. He's going to go on the inside of Jeremy, and he's going to get the move done.
Nicely done.
Fairly simple.
Here goes Adam on Tom Spicer. into the straight.
Oh, is Adam close enough though?
I think he is. No, he definitely is. Look at him. Down the inside.
Down in.
Oh, there's going to be contact.
Oh, and that is
Look at
contact.
that.
And Adam, get out of the way for Wooly. He does. And it's a shame. I think Adam braked too late there. And that sent him into spin.
I think that's the third or fourth time in this race now I've seen that happen. That exact corner, the exact same situation.
Fortunately though, or well, unfortunately, it's never good to see a driver suffer from a spin or a crash or anything, but fortunately though, he only sent himself into a spin. Tom doesn't have any damage, he's still in his position, and
yeah, as soon as they just both started braking, I could have seen there's going to be contact, it just looked like it.
But as I was going to say a few minutes ago though, small update on F2. There's 3 retirements. The new driver, Mumford, I can't remember his first name right now. Eric also retired, I'm not sure when. And Paco. In the lead right now, Chris Rock in second. Shay Fox. My memory is failing me. And in third, Kevin. And it's a wet race brand. Your favorite.
Ah, interesting. My favourite indeed. My favourite indeed, yeah. Also, while that battle's going on with the Torosso and Red Bull, I noticed that Halvor got a time penalty, so that could be interesting at the end of the race. Keep that in mind.
That could be interesting indeed.
Definitely, yeah. The gap out front, the top 3, hasn't changed at all.
I
think we are going to see
that it's still about 26 seconds, and yeah, Calm has actually lost half a second right now.
Yeah, Jeremy Pope's pitted. I think we are definitely going to see Halvor do medium soft, and then Langful hard soft.
Oh yeah.
12 seconds between them though, Sanjay. So again, Halvor is outpacing.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think that's... I think that's mostly up to tire advantage for Halvor. I don't think...
Yeah.
I don't think we would have seen that big of a gap if it weren't for the tire disadvantage for Langfield here, as we know, the hard tires, they're just not good here. They're slow. They hold the race, but they're slow.
Definitely. Adam is back behind Craig Woolley. Craig Woolley is right behind Jeremy Pope. 3-way battle now. Langfellow's in the pits before Halvor, Sanjay.
Interesting. Well, he can go over to mediums, and
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, he's not going to be able to perform an undercut. He's going to be able to catch time,
Adam on the outside.
But Adam though, with the outside move, no problems this time.
And yeah, no contact, thankfully. Where's Langford going to come out, Sanjay? I think he's going to come out in P4, he is, yeah. He's going to have to do a bit of a rotating.
Not too far behind Philip.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the next. The next battle to look out for, unless Craigie can manage to... Did I say Craigie?
Yeah, I was Craigie. So I was mentioning that.
Yeah, I kind of mixed together Craig and Woolley there.
Craigie.
My bad. But as I was going to say though, unless Craig Woolley, aka Craigie apparently in my opinion, unless he can claw his way back and make another move on Adam. Although Craig will have to make a pit stop soon.
Yeah, Craig Woolley staying with him. All the tyres, obviously soft compound tyres though.
But look at this though. Langfield. Fresh mediums. This is the first time he's actually been on good tyres this race.
Yeah.
He's been on fresh tires, but not good tires.
Yeah. Here goes Craig Woolley down the inside. And he backs out of it. Interesting. Oh, and Adam spun. He's battled it.
Adam. Oh, but look at this too. Langfield down the inside on Philip into turn 1. He's gotten the position and he's now gonna chase after Callum.
Yeah, that'll be a good battle in a few laps' time.
Oh, it's 7 seconds between these two, so he's gonna have to step on it. And for Philip, he's just gonna have to try to hang into that DRS zone, but I think he's already dropped out of it. Obviously, 10, 11 lap old mediums against fresh mediums is gonna be difficult.
Yeah. Craig Woolley's pitted. Interesting.
Well, he kind of had to.
Oh yeah, true, he's on 15 lap old mediums. Oh, he's probably getting on softs, isn't it? What you'd expect. 27 seconds is the gap between P1 and P2, Sondre. Could we see Alder come out in P1?
27? Has Callum lost time?
He's
lost 26.
Yeah, he's lost a second, yeah.
Has he made a mistake and has damage or no, he doesn't?
Yeah, even though there are 8 laps between them, you know, I think Alder's just got the pace, you know. The older tyres.
Oh, interesting. We have Jeremy Pope, he's on fresh mediums now too. And he is catching on Tom Spicer, so we might have a few battles in not long. Langfield, Callum, Jeremy, Tom, and obviously Halvor against Langfield and Callum, maybe. Might end in between them.
Langfield's catching quickly, he's set the fastest lap of the race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it like 3 laps time and then they'll be next to each other on track. Everyone else has got quite big gaps really.
The thing is though, Halvor will have to go one more lap at least to actually make sure that his soft tires won't fall off a cliff at the last lap too.
True.
But actually, what is Callum doing? He's almost lost another second.
I see, yeah, pretty sure it's the same.
It was almost up to 28 for a moment there, so.
Alder staying out for another lap. I think it's a bit
like I said, he's kind of have to because how long do you reckon the pit lane is?
Well, let's be honest, even if he comes out behind Callum, he's gonna get ahead of him. He's gonna overtake him.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if he's coming out behind Langfield.
Yeah, he'll still breeze past him, I think.
I don't think he will breeze past Langfield.
Well, if he wants to get ahead of Langfield, he needs to do it earlier because Langfield's catching. So he needs to fit now if he wants to get ahead of Langfield. Any longer and he'll be behind him.
Exactly. And I believe this lap, then he's gonna have 6 laps on the soft tires.
Yeah.
That should be doable.
Indeed.
The problem is actually though that against Langfield, his soft tires is gonna be pretty bad against Langfield's medium tires for the last few laps actually.
I don't think they'll be too bad though. I think he'll still have the pace.
Not too bad, but like we saw with Callum at the opening of the race, like lap 3, he didn't have anything to fight against Alder with.
Yeah.
Well, he had something, but the soft tires weren't just that good anymore.
Yeah, Alder staying out again.
Alder is going another lap actually, and I think that was I don't think that was the right call. I think it's actually gonna be interesting. I would have loved to actually know how long this pit lane is now.
Yeah. Jeremy Pope with time penalty, 27 seconds. He's lost a little bit of time to Callum, but only like 5/10, so it's nothing major, obviously. Langfeld just under 3 seconds behind Callum. Phillips pitting again.
Well, I mean, he's not losing too much time to Callum. It's Langfield he's losing the most time to.
Yeah. Felix pitting again, and I don't know, he's going to come out.
Oh, interesting. Why? Maybe he didn't think that the mediums were gonna hold up.
Yeah. 20 laps for
Could be.
however long then mediums.
In the meantime, Jeremy is almost within DRS range on Tom Spicer here.
1.2 seconds. 1.1 now, he's got a good pace.
Oh yeah. With a good exit out of here and a good first sector, he should be able to get within DRS and possibly make a move on Tom Spicer this lap.
Yeah, he needs to get a move on now if he wants to do it this lap. Maybe just get close this lap and then go for the next lap. But he's still not in DRS range.
And
there we go, Hal's pitted.
Is in the pit now. Where is Callum? Callum is in the long right-hander.
He could come out ahead.
Still not in his pit box. There
I think he's going to come out ahead, Sondre.
Changing to the soft tires now. Callum is in the final corner. Halvor doesn't have a long way to go now. This could be crucial for Halvor. He's accelerating. He's going to be ahead of Callum, and he surely has the race win.
Easy, yeah. Obviously, that was that time penalty I mentioned before, but he's going to easily clear 3 seconds now. He's already got 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
you have more time penalties, though, like we do know, like if you manage to get 1 time penalty around here, you usually manage to get more. Although there goes Callum with a time penalty too.
Oh, and Luke with a speeding penalty.
He's been laps on the medium tires. I reckon he could have gone to the end, but he might have fried them off too much too.
Yeah. So the battle to look out for now, I think, Sondre, is Langfell and Callum.
Oh, are you forgetting about Jeremy and Tom Spicer, Bran?
Yeah, well, you know.
Jeremy, 8/10 behind now. He's within DRS range. Oh, he's just outside now with a bad turn wonder, but he's already catching up here. Tom Spicer on older tires and slower tires, so
yeah,
should be possible for Jeremy to make a move here. I don't think he's close enough here, but we'll have to wait and see how much he catches up here. I think Jeremy's DRS might actually be broken, Bran, because he did not open it on this lap.
Oh, interesting. We'll have a look in a second, next lap.
Well, you can still see that he gained quite a lot on just slipstream, though. He didn't really use his ERS much either, so...
Are we going to see any moves? No. Langfell now 1.4. Second behind. Look at Halvor, he's already got 5 seconds. He's got the win in the bag.
He's enjoying those soft tires.
Yeah.
But right now, until Langfield is on the back of Callum, we have Jeremy, though, inside DRS range on Tom Spicer. Is he going to open his DRS this time? He's not going to open it. It has to be broken.
Yeah, definitely. Unless he just had a brain fart and forgot about it.
But even with a broken DRS, though, you can see this 75% ERS here.
Tom Spicer is on 63 though.
Slipstream, yeah, but Jeremy will be having slipstream too, so if he can just hang on to this right now.
He's lost a bit of time though in that sector.
Yeah, but I think he's going to gain it here.
Langfell in DRS zone.
Oh, you know, I just realized with Luke Baker on those soft tires, we might see a 3-way fight for his 7th position at the end.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy dead close to the back of Tom there. I'm just going to keep one eye on Langfell, one eye on this battle.
Please do explain how you do that, Brad.
Well, it's just a saying, you know. It's not literally.
I know. But look at this, Jeremy. And Jeremy's gone wide. Well, actually, he went wide, but and he's going wide again. He's taking some
Oh, we're gonna see a
different
move by
lines
Langfell,
there.
Sondre. Onto the straight. Callum's weaving. He doesn't want to give him the slipstream.
He's gonna be able to stay ahead this lap, or is he?
That corner, more like. Because he's gonna.
Well, that straight he was able to stay ahead of at least, and it doesn't look like Langfell is using his ERS to try to get past
he was
there.
on 0 then, and then he's put up to 2, so he's just waiting, I think, for the DRS. Very sensible from him. Meanwhile, Callum's pushing.
Meanwhile, Jeremy. As Tom Spicer has a bad line through that corner. Jeremy's closer than he's been before. He's 6.5 tenths behind Tom Spicer here. The question is though, is his DRS still broken, or is he going to be able to open it? And he's able to open his DRS wing now, and you can see that he's just blisting past. And he's gonna start saving some of his DRS again, and now we have Luke Baker right on the back. And I think Jeremy has lost it out of that corner somehow. And look at this, Brad. 3-way fight through this fast right-hander. Luke Baker has gotten past both of them on the inside on his fresh soft tires.
And Tom Spicer's lost out, it seems, but Langfell though is right behind him. I was looking at that while you look at that battle.
And we're gonna head over to these two as Langfell is about to go past Callum Anderson for second place.
Is Callum gonna fight back? No, he isn't. I think that is that battle. Oh, yellow flag. Tom Spicer and Jeremy Pope have both spun.
Both?
Yeah, they both went round. They're both spinning, and Jeremy Pope's just got back going now, and Tom Spicer's a bit more delayed get going. Yeah, but look how much time he's lost to Luke.
Still though, yeah, I can see that. But nonetheless, Callum isn't giving up on this second place. He's still on the back of Langfell here, but he's losing a little time, so I think it's going to be difficult for him to make this work.
2 laps to go. I don't think Callum's got the pace.
It looks like we're going to head to another Alpha 1-2.
Yeah. Well, Sondre, I predicted these two to be on the podium, and they are on the podium, you know. So I'd like some credit, please.
Yeah, although my predictions are for 5th and 6th.
Yeah, unlucky.
My top 3 predictions are the top 3 outside of the top 3. So I'll take it.
Oh, Callum was 6 tenths behind, but he's lost DRS now, and that is the end of that battle, I think, unfortunately, for us.
Yeah, and with that, doesn't look like we have any battles right now then. Callus is still the closest one to the car ahead of him, but he doesn't have much ERS to play around with. Langfell has more fresher tires. And right now it looks like Langfell is just cruising. Obviously he knows that he's too far behind his teammates, unless his teammate has too many penalties, but
I'm just gonna watch Halvor. He hasn't had any airtime really, has he? No, he's just
he had a little in the beginning, but he hasn't had much lately, as he's been I think the last time we saw him was around his pit stop.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this, Sondre. No one has done more than 2 stops, which I think is a very good effort from F3 today. You know, only 3 people have done more than 1 stop. You know, usually you get about 10 stops from some people, so
10 might be a little over, but
well, you know, I'm not surprised.
But I will admit, I have seen people do as much as around around 7 stops in proper league races actually.
Remember
Obviously,
Monaco
that is
Craig
Monaco.
Woolley? Monaco Craig
Yeah,
Woolley, you know?
yeah, Craig Woolley actually. He did that here.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't do 7, or did he?
He did 6 or 7, something like that.
No, I remember that. I felt bad for the man. He stayed in there. He
Yeah.
tried, and he
But he
finished.
didn't get the points.
But he didn't
Oh,
finish 90% of the race.
yeah. Unfortunate. But he's had some good results recently, you know, especially last race. So he's got the good stuff.
He's had some decent result recently, and
Here comes
obviously
Alder.
you gotta give him for staying in there.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
we're heading to the final corner for the final time for the race leader Halvor Schontveit as he heads over the line to take the win in France ahead of his teammate Björn Einar Langfjell in second. And look at that Langfjell, less penalties. Callum Anderson with third.
Tim a long way
Tim
back.
is gonna be able to recover to fourth, or is he? Thomas is close.
Let's see, I think Tim's got a million pens, he has.
Tim and Thomas gets ahead on penalties. Philip is gonna end up in 6th place. He's gonna take 5th place on penalties from Tim
2/10.
by almost 3/10. And we're gonna have
Luke Miles back.
Luke Baker as the only Williams car to finish today in 7th. Unless he has a crazy amount of penalties. As he goes over the line. Next is going to be Jeremy Pope, picking up points for the 2nd race in a row now after struggling for a long time this season. Looks like he's finally getting some more grips around it, as Tom Spicer finished in 9th on penalties ahead of Jeremy. And I believe Adam took 9th on penalties ahead of Jeremy actually.
Yeah. Took 8th to do. Jeremy have a lot of pens.
Well, it looks like Jeremy had enough pens. As we have 2 Norwegians on the podium yet again.
No need to rub it in, you know.
My guys, my guys.
We've got the Brit, we've got the Brit P3, you know. Thomas P4, you know, he's Northern Ireland, he's British as well, even though he doesn't have the flag, he has the Northern Ireland flag.
And an Alpha 1-2. And with
Indeed,
that
TNR
1-2
1-2 as well.
Yeah, true. And we can see that Halvor Schontveit from 5th to 1st today, with only 1 penalty, I believe. Björn Einar Langfjell from 10th to 2nd, even more impressive here, with none penalties. Callum in 3rd, Thomas McIver recovering to 4th, Philip up to in 5th, Tim in 6th, Luke Baker in 7th, Tom Spicer in 8th, Adam Corrigan in 9th, Jeremy Pope with 13 seconds of penalties, and that's why he's finishing 10th and not 8th today. Craig Woolley, the last finishing driver, a lap down in 11th. Then Sondre Sorhaug, Billy Mossum and Ivan Brito, all 3 retiring during the race. And you know the drill, Bran.
I've already done it. I'm that good.
In the meantime, while we wait on the 3 podium drivers, I'll give you a quick update on F2. The race was won by Chris Rock. Ahead of Shay Fox and Kevin Harrison. And there is 2 of the drivers.
Just waiting on... Oh, there he is. There he is.
Sure. Hasn't popped up for me yet, at least.
Yeah, it's just flashing in the party screen thing. Should be in a sec.
There he is, and I just gotta make sure that I don't have anyone on mute. And I don't. Alright, Bran, do you want to start with third place?
No.
No?
Yeah. I'll start with first. Should we start?
You'll start with first.
Isn't that what we usually do?
I usually start with third, go to second, go to first in the end.
Right, you can start the third then, go ahead.
Alright. Well, Callum.
Yes.
Mr. Bottleskin. No bottle today, so congrats.
Surprisingly.
And, obviously, congrats on the third place. Looked like you were gonna give the two alphas some fight for that win in the end, and obviously you did give Langfield a little bit of a fight.
Yeah.
But on your medium stint though, when Halvor was on its old medium tires, you didn't actually manage to catch that much. What, like, did you?
I don't get it. I honestly don't. I don't even know. I just thought my tyres would go off towards the end, so I was trying to save them, and then I realised the gap was too big, so I started pushing it. And yeah.
Fair enough. But nonetheless, though, quali went good for you today. So like,
again.
Like, again, yeah. Pole position, I believe. Is it your second one this season? Or am I wrong?
I don't know. I think it's second one.
Well, I'll have a quick
not
look.
First.
Well, it's actually your first pole position of the season, so that's a step in the right direction at least.
Yep. A bit of slipstream.
Alright. Well, starting on pole, like, did you think that you were gonna be able to take the win, or?
Nah. I thought, I could win this if me and Tat worked together, but I saw to join us in fifth on mediums and all that. There's no chance. Especially now.
Disadvantage. Still, though, you did your best, and at the start looked hectic. You got pretty much swamped from everywhere. You
my start was awful.
Well, you had Philip and Tim both attacking you, and
yeah, I don't know what they're like.
Like, let us know about that first lap. I wouldn't say carnage because you didn't actually crash with anyone, but yeah.
I was just sitting in really waiting for stuff to happen, and then Tak and Tim collided, and then it all just kicked off.
Your teammate, yeah. But still, though, third place. Like, how does it feel? Podium, not that usual for you.
Wanted to win. Nah,
you say you're not happy?
Nah, I'm happy. It's good. First time in a while, so.
Well, good. Yeah. Next race, though, we're heading to Baku.
Actually, no, I think I like that one. I think I like that one. I don't know.
You don't know.
I just bottle, so it's not good.
You learned by the best.
Yeah.
Any questions from you, Bran?
Well, I was going to ask about Baku, but you stole it from me, so.
I know.
Is it all the time?
Well, I don't think I can think of any more questions. So I guess I'll just say congratulations on the podium, Callum, and good luck for Baku.
Thanks.
And Bran, do you want me to go on to second place, or do you want to take second place yourself?
Go on then, I'll do it. Langfell, hello.
Hello.
Well, you started on hards down in P10, I think, and that's probably the worst place to start on hards. And I think you're like fourth at the end of the first lap. Were you surprised that you made that many positions up on the first lap?
The first lap was absolute carnage to watch, so luckily I avoided everyone, so...
Fair enough. And when you were up into fourth, did you think at that point you could make a charge forward, maybe even win?
I thought so, but I was talking to Halvor during the race, and the medium tires had almost same wear as hards, so the hards was absolute useless.
Fair enough. And in the early stages of the race, you were behind Philip, I think, and he was on the old soft tires, and you weren't really catching him. Were you struggling with something there at the start of the race, or was the hards just really slow?
The hards was just really slow.
Okay, fair enough, good answer. And next week is Baku. It's Battle Central, and there's probably going to be about 15 retirements. So, are you planning to be one of those retirements, or are you gonna?
I like the track, but I would say most likely bottle in the castle section.
Yeah, who would do that in IRL? Nobody bottles in the castle section.
Yeah, who would do that, Brad?
I don't know.
On the first lap, it's over half the grid behind you.
Yeah, ghosting off. That's what we
I
like.
call Tijani's bottle there, and the rest of the field is gonna jam behind him.
Who would do that? And I've got to write my questions. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh no, wait, I've got one more. Obviously, once again, no disrespect, but you've been outshined by your teammate, and you're quite a way behind now in the championship. I think there's like 5 rounds to go. Do you still think you could win the championship? Obviously, it's mathematically possible, but realistically,
I think he already won it, but it's no hard feelings since it's my teammate, so...
There's got to be something there. There's got to be like, oh, I wish I had it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate him forever now.
That's what we want to hear.
You better.
And there we go. That's it. Over to you, Sondre.
Alright, well, I think I have a couple of questions. First of all, were we correct about the 2 alphas having a hangover, or...?
That's correct.
Same for you, Halvor?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You better add one. I remember you yesterday. A follow-up question to that then. Like, did it actually affect you though, or were you still able to perform 100%, you feel?
I think it's okay. Only got a little pain in my back, but I feel fine.
Wrong answer. You should have said that's the reason you ended up with a bad quali. Had a chance there, Langfield.
I blame my hard tires. Would have battled Halvor for that win. Oh.
Well, secondly though, it's a little similar to what Bran said, but I believe it should be 55 points between you and Halvor now. And obviously 5 more races, so still a lot of points to battle for. Like, are you sure you're not going to be able to claw it back, or?
Well, I can try to fight him more and maybe driving off track, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I think we already won constructor, so I think the battle is more free now.
Not completely, I think, but you got to do a hell of an effort to lose the constructor. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But with that, then congratulations on 2nd place. And despite Bran thinking that Halvor outshined you, I think you outshined him today, starting 5 positions further down the grid, only finishing 3 seconds behind. So.
And on hard tires.
Yeah, and that. But yeah, congratulations on 2nd place and good luck for Baku.
Yes, thank you and congratulations to Alder.
Cheers.
And over to you, Halvor.
Good morning.
The bottle of today. Oh shit, that was wrong.
That was
the race winner of today.
Yeah.
The bottle of the day.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't really get the chance to do that. But yeah, quali though. You got in a fairly decent lap, started 5th. Was it the best you could do, or?
I don't know. I didn't really do enough practice, I felt like, so I just tried to find my feet and didn't make any mistake on the last medium lap. So yeah, it was good. It was the best that I could have done today. So yeah, happy with it.
Well, you know, if you're happy with your lap, then you've done your best. And on to the race then, starting in 5th, obviously. Right around everyone. And you got a glimpse of that first corner, like, from your position, how did that look? Because, like, on one point I believe they were 3, maybe actually 4 wide. I'm not completely sure, but...
I just didn't want to get or be a part of it, so I just stayed behind and waited for the chaos to settle, and then get past their burning tires.
Well, we kind of saw that. You stayed behind Callum a little, and you got past him fairly quickly around lap 3 or 4, I believe. Lap 4, I think, maybe. And after that, you kind of really never looked back again. You were just drifting further and further away from your teammate. Callum didn't manage to catch up enough when he was over on fresh mediums, and yeah, after your pit stop, you were still in the lead. So, like, at that point, like, what were your mind then?
It seems like I didn't catch it on stream, but when I was going into the pits, I completely forgot that, or I haven't really played France after the map update, so I was just, and I didn't have my pit entry on, so I was just like, oh, where am I going? So, and I knew that I couldn't go on the left side because it was some rule against it. So I went way far right and slid out and locked, and yeah, probably lost like 4 or 5 seconds on it. So yeah, that was my action of the race.
So, the race winner's action, not being able to do a proper pit entry.
Yeah, to be honest, it was just like a regular France Grand Prix. It was just boring. I had no one in front of me, and because I was stretching my mediums, they were quite far behind. So yeah, it was just trying to save my tires and yeah, having a chat with the group chat.
Fair enough. Well, to us, during the commentary, it was far from boring. We usually had a battle during the whole race somewhere. But I do agree with you, though. You had a boring race. We barely caught you on stream, except for your pit stop and the first few laps. So I can understand where you're coming from there. But any questions from you, Bran?
No, nothing so.
Not even Baku. I saved it for you this time.
Oh, well, go on then. How do you find Baku?
I like it. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I enjoy it because it's just so different from everything else. It's just long straight and some very tricky parts. So a lot can happen, and suddenly the leader bangs their front wing in castle section, and the whole race changes. So yeah, you have to be on your toes at all times, and I think that's fun.
Fair enough. Okay, congratulations on P1.
Thank you.
Over to you, son.
Well, no more questions from me either, so congratulations on the race win. congratulations on extending your lead in the championship, obviously, and good luck for Baku.
Cheers.
And drink some water. You'll need it.
Okay.
Well, Bran, over to us then. Anything special you want to point out after this race?
No, it's Francis Bourne, it's rubbish, get rid of the track, I'm done.
Well, unlike you, I quite like the track, and even though I had a fairly boring race yesterday where I just tried to get into the slipstream after pitting too late, I still liked the race actually. But nonetheless, I believe we're gonna end it off then. This has been IRL F3 round 16 around France. Commentary has been brought by me, myself, Sondre Sorhaug, and Brandon Glover. With that, hopefully if you want to catch some more action, you subscribe and like the channel. And with that, hopefully you enjoyed your time, and goodbye.